Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from this beautiful land. I love you and I'm in love with you. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Roll the corn. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. BDB, roll the corn. We know the truth now. Been a rough weekend. It's been a rough weekend for me, but we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. Farmers Bloodline, what's up? Put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. Flower Goddess, love you and I'm in love with you. Santee, love you and I'm in love with you. H-Town in the building. Roll the corn. Copper Indiglo, send me a DM after the live, Copper Indiglo. I just followed you back if they let me do it. But send me a DM and I'll get you a hoodie, Copper. Got you. Right after the live over with, send me a DM. Got you. D-Hawk, what up? Follow Copper Indiglo. Atlantean Highlander, Norfolk, roll the corn. Now, I love y'all and I'm in love with you, man. Peace and power to my people. I love y'all and I'm in love with you. That's what I do this for. My people. I don't do this for nobody else. Cause I'm kind of exhausted. Been a rough weekend. A lot of things went on, but we here. We gonna make the best of it. But we gotta go. We gotta go every day. We can't let up. So we're gonna keep on doing what we do. Good. Today, we'll talk about a whole lot of stuff. I'm gonna talk about a whole lot of stuff. It's gonna be kind of random, but it's stuff we need to hear about history and where things come from and what they mean. So I'm gonna start off with let's start right here. Put the corn in the chat. I'm gonna show y'all something that's interesting, right? Things. I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand the enemies. Who are these people? I'm talking about Jeffrey Epstein first. Couple minutes. Because I want y'all to understand who these people are, what they represent, what kind of control they have over societies, and what they do and where they got it from, right? What they do and what they get their culture from, right? Now, Jeffrey Epstein, this is bank account. This is in the Epstein files, right? The new Epstein files that just came out. Jeffrey Epstein. Now, what does he call his files? What is his bank account called? You see that right there? Let me explain something to you about these people. So when you see these people again in a different form later on in life or different parts of life, you understand what they represent. They are together as a people, right? These people are together as a people, right? That's it right there. What they say right there. You see it? Put it in the chat. See that? Baal. Baal, people. It say Baal, Casey. Baal, right there. Baal. See it? See it? Put some corn in the chat if you see it. Put some corn in the chat if you see it. Corn in the chat if you see it. Y'all can't see that? Y'all can't see that? It's right there. Okay. Green cut off. Y'all can't see that? That's crazy. It's right there. Right there. Hold on. Roll the corn. Y'all see it now? You see it now? Right there. Epstein, Baal. See it? Okay. Put the corn in the chat. Put the 2 in the chat. Let y'all know because I hopped out the live. Now, why is Epstein calling himself Baal? Why is his bank account under the name of Baal? Interesting. This is why, people. This is why. Because these are the people who do this right here. Epstein was born in Brooklyn to Jewish parents. Jewish parents, people. He's an Ashkenazi Jew. You get it? You hear me? He's an Ashkenazi Jew. Right? That's why they call his bank account Baal. Now, let me break this down to y'all. Our ancient culture, right? Our ancient culture put first fruits on high mountains. Our ancient culture put first fruits on high mountains. Bama, high mountain. First fruits of the harvest on high mountains. Now, let's go back. Because I want y'all to show what we were doing that made them do what they do. Now, Ashkenazi Jews, for entertainment purposes only, TikTok, YouTube, are taking our ancient teaching and turning it into sacrifices for gods. Instead of first fruits, they are doing sexual sacrifices. They are doing blood of the animal sacrifices. You get it? So they use our teaching of the first fruits of the harvest or the spring and all of that, and they do something, a blood sacrifice or a sexual sacrifice on the days we gave the first fruits. You get it? So now, they want to teach that we did it. No. We put fresh fruits of the harvest in high places. Y'all went to those high places. We put the fresh fruits in. Y'all searched the whole world as an Ashkenazi Jew. You searched the whole world for high places that we used in ancient times. And you take your sheep, your goat, your cow, your sexual deviancy to these places, and you do it on top of our ancient Kodesh. You get it? Now, Epstein is Ashkenazi Jew. He is doing sexual things because this is in their nature. You get it? This is their nature. These are the human traffickers, people. This their culture. They want to call us a cult. They are a cult. Their culture is sexual, sacrifice animals, trace their bloodline back to Ashkenazis, who ain't even the original people, and then they are acting racist. Even YT people. See, what you don't understand is Ashkenazis don't even want regular YT people in their parties. Just because they YT, they don't give a damn. You ain't Ashkenazi, get your ass out of here. They don't care about you being YT. It ain't even about that. If you ain't down with what they down with, you can't come in, people. Now, all these melanin, but see, here go the catch. Here's the catch. They got a lot of money. They started the banking system. They got a lot of money. They got a lot of land. They got a lot of lawyers. They got a lot of politicians. Right? So to flex their muscle, they bring along melanated famous people to flex their muscle, pay them money, invite them to the parties to flex their muscle. Now you got Ashkenazi Jews on an island with young girls with fucking Will Smith and Jay-Z and Pusha T and all these rappers and actresses and Oprah Winfrey over there. Now they done spent so much money because they own all the outlets where these people work for. They own the channel Oprah Winfrey own. They own the record label Jay-Z own. So to flex your muscle, I know Jay-Z, he's nothing. I know Oprah. I know Tyler Perry. I know these people. I can get them over here. I know Will Smith. And they do the sacrifices on the days that we used to do our fruit offerings, flower, vegetable offerings to the earth. They turned it evil, people. And they used the money to buy our people and sell them out. You get it? We gave that to the planet to appease into nature. They sacrificed to appease to a deity god. You get it? Now, let me show y'all something. Roll the coin. Where is the receipt? Let me see. Now, mortgage, death pledge. That's true. I had already read this. I saw this somewhere else. I just want to show y'all. Government control the mind of the people. Understand to stand beneath authority. Department, separation of the mind. Ment is mind. Govern is control the mind. Department, separation of the mind from the people. Submission, yield authority. Patient, one who suffers. They want us to be patient and suffer. Disease, lack or ease of harmony. It's not really about a physical blood disease at first. It comes from the lack of ease or harmony. No harmony in nature. So the first disease was you was not connected to nature. Harmony and balance is ma'at. If you're not in touch with harmony and balance, you already got disease and ain't even got no blood disease. Now, the reason I showed y'all that was these Epstein people, they are the human trafficking people. Yes, it's their culture, people. It's not just crime. We just think it's crime, people getting snatched up. It's their culture, right? This is what they do. All through their life, they grew up on that. It's normal to them. That's why they don't let other people come in like that. So if you come in as a famous melanated person, you sign waivers. You sign waivers not to talk about what you see in this Ashkenazi party. Where do you think Diddy got it from? Where do you think Diddy got that shit from? His rich Ashkenazi partners in New York. The freak off is not melanated people's thing, people. You get that from going to these rich people establishments. Then you like, oh, let me start throwing me some of these. That's when our people go wrong, following those people's lead. Because that stuff is evil and it's premeditated, and they are snatching people from all around the world, and they were never seen again. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. They got to explain it to people because people act like they don't understand it, bro. You must understand what's going on the land. Now, this is a picture of a Yamasee Indian. A Yamasee Indian on the Atlantic coast riding a horse in an old painting in a book, melanated. See that? That's fire. I think I showed this one time before, but let's keep going. Let's keep looking. Let's go back here. Somebody asked me this quick. I'm just answering questions people sent me on the weekend first, then I'm getting to the lecture, right? What's up with this Sumerian with the corn and all of that, right? Let's go look. Acadia. We got Acadia up there in New Jersey too, people. See the feathers on their head? Feathers, corn. It's just that simple. The male date palm tree, right? Chaldea of the head, corn or maize. Ancient American civilizations. Ancient American civilizations. Corn, the date palm and the corn and the feather is ours, people. I don't give a fuck where you see it at. I'm sorry for cussing. I don't care where you see it at. It's ours. It could be in China, Samaria. It don't matter. Our people traveled before everybody else traveled. So the date palm, the tree of life ideology, comes from Tamari. The tree is called Tamarack. It's our tree. The Phoenicians had it. The Sumerians had it. The first Egyptians had it. All the American melanated Indians knew about it. It's our word. We created the word Tamar, Tamarack. It's in the old books. Let's keep going. This is building civilizations around the world, people. This is building civilizations around the world. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Now, it says the South American Indians are the only people to ever build pyramids. Not all the way true, but the pyramid building culture comes from America. That's what I want y'all to get out of this. It ain't just South America, it's the whole America. The Mississippi River is the first place where these places were aligned with stars, right? That culture is Tamari culture. That is not African culture. They want you to think that is African culture. It's not. It's our culture. So we see a pyramid on a river way in China, a big mound shaped like a pyramid. We built it. We are just showing our culture on other people's land. That's it. So when you teach this to other cultures and then the Nile River grows over time, that's cool. But who brought that knowledge to the Nile? That's what you got to learn. Astrology is ours, people. It's ours. All the astrology of the world is coming from the Northern Hemisphere. Southern Hemisphere people didn't create astrology because all the teachings come from the Northern Hemisphere. Then it goes into the Southern Hemisphere second. Right? Why you think Christ on the 22nd to the 25th popped up later on in history? That's South American teaching. It's under the equator teachings. The crux, the Southern crux, is not coming from the North. It's coming from the Southern Hemisphere. You get it? That's way after the Northern Hemisphere teaching. You get it now? Things come about when we figure the stars out. Until we figure the stars out, you can't really figure nothing else out. It all comes from the stars. Roll the coin. He says Christ was hung in Mississippi. Cap. Christ wasn't hung on Mississippi. That's a lie. Our Christly people was hung in Mississippi. That's it. Us. That's it. Let's keep going. Now, they talk about this Mayan deity in this book, and this South American deity. Now let's go look at it. Now with the Maya, right? Much like the biblical Eve, first woman to sin in the Aztec mythology, right? Now let's go to Hindu. Celibacy. Ayappan, dating to the 1950s. Ayappan, right? Ayappan. Watch this. What they say right there? Yapan with the Mayans. Yapan. Ayappan with the Hindu. See, somebody teaching somebody something. Somebody teaching somebody something. These cultures are coming from somewhere. Who done it first? Who are the first originators of that? Why is a Hindu deity the same as the Mayans? Because our melanated people left here and put it on their land, and they come back later and turn it into their whole religions. Right? Let me show you that again so you can study that. Yapan. Then you get in Hindu, Ayappan, like it's something different. It's the same thing. It all means woman, righteousness, celibacy, all are the same. All are the same. Let's keep going. Our people created the wheel, people. We first put the wheel in the river. We first put the wheel in the river to catch fish. Then we realized the reel just rolls and rolls. So we pulled a wheel. We put a stone wheel together and started using the wheel. By the time South American Indians came to North America, to North Africa, they had already invented the wheel trap of the fishing wheel trap. Then you invent the wheel after the fishing wheel trap. We are teaching Africans, people. They want to switch it around like they taught us. We taught them. Roll the corn. We taught them. Let's keep going. Chariots. The invention of the wheel revolutionized in South America long before the South American came to Africa. Chariots. Large wheels. The chariot is from Timeri. Now, roll the corn. Where you think the Greek got it from? Where you think the Egyptian got it from? Right? Us. Over here. We the one got the horse. We got the chariot. Right? Now they say the chariot originated in Mesopotamia, but we were the first people in Mesopotamia. We came up with the chariot, elite transport, military, royalty, wearing purple, wearing the Hebrew purple, royalty, military, with the chariot, with the huge horse with the feathers on his head. Even the horse got feathers on his head, people. Even the damn horse got feathers on his head. This is Timeri. Look at the feather on the head of the horse. See the feathers on the horse? Look. Now, let's go look at Samaria. Sumerians, four-wheel chariots, 3,000 years ago. Right? Let's go look at the images. Look at all them chariots. All on the artifacts. That's why they call them. That's why they call these people. Let me show y'all something. Show y'all about a hunter-gatherer real quick. Real quick. Just a small hunter-gatherer. Let me show y'all about a hunter-gatherer. Hold on. I hate to go to do this part real quick. Terrestrial paradise. Terrestrial paradise. The biblical Garden of Eden. Okay, let me show y'all something. They called them people terrestrials, aliens. Them ain't no damn aliens. They come from terrestrial paradise, though. I'm gonna break that down in the end of the lecture. Let's keep going. So chariots. Now this is a Peruvian melanated woman from 1868 from the land. A Peruvian melanated woman from the land Picture from 1868. That's fine. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I just want to show y'all that it was in a book. Let's keep looking. More than 90, I think, percent of African traditional dishes originated in South America. More than 90% of African traditional dishes originated in America. Pepper, millet, corn, yam, pumpkin, squash, black-eyed peas, y'all already know. Pineapples, cocoa, banana, tobacco, garlic, ginger, sugar cane, tomato, right? Eating and drinking tobacco was used only for smoking. The South Americans introduced goat, hen, guinea hen, and dogs to Africa. We put them black-eyed peas on that plate, huh? We put them black-eyed peas on your plate in Africa. The corn, the millet, oh, roll the corn. Let's keep going. By the 15th century AD, North American Indians were the most advanced and most prosperous people in the world. By the 15th century, right when they came over here and started messing with us, we were the most prosperous people in the world. Why, Truth? We were self-sufficient. The reason we were the most prosperous was we were self-sufficient. Own farms, own lake and rivers, own houses. Nobody is governing us. Government means control mind. When nobody want no government, want no mortgage, death penalty to pay these people till you die. Wasn't none of that. That's what made us the most prosperous people in the world. We were not getting taxed by nobody. No taxes, no payments, no nothing. We don't owe nobody nothing. We're not going to the grocery store. We're not buying burgers. All this shit. We gonna get food out the river and the land. That's it. We are in tune with nature because we don't have no problems, people. See, problems that these people brought over here stresses us out. Now you're stressed about the bill. You're stressed about the children got to get this, all of that. They are born in this society. Now they put the stress on us. We forget about the ancestors and their teachings, and they got us. Now we signed death penalties with these people for 30 years on a mortgage. It is what it is. Right? Let's keep going. It is what it is. Now, Negro strain in Jews. The Negro type mentioned hair black and woolly, a head long with the face, the two jaws projecting in the muzzle, the lips are thick and unturned, so that the nostrils of the profile. The Negro type can be singled out in a large, let me see. They are often mistaken for mulattoes. They are often mistaken for mulattoes. See that? They call us mulattoes over here. Didn't they call your great grandmama a mulatto? in the doll's role, all y'all people mulattoes. They're mulatto. Them people ain't mixed. That's the skin tone of the original jewels of God. Copper, brown, light brown, dark brown, not black. They know who you are. And I'm gonna keep showing you some more receipts. Mulatto. Why y'all talking about mulattoes is the damn jewels of God? Mistaken for mulattoes. True enough, you an American Indian, but you were way more before that. You was a whole jewel of God before that. Roll the corn. That's wild. Let's keep going. It's the truth, though. It's true. They was talking about the Indians, right? They count time the same manner as the Hebrews. They divide the year into spring, summer, autumn, winter. They number their year from any of those four periods, for they have no name of the year, and they subdivide these and count the year by lunar months, like the Israelites, who counted by moons. Them Indians counted time by moon and sun alignments. That makes you the real Hebrew. That's why my great grandmama kept on talking about, I'm gonna plant these peas when the first moon come in February. That's why she was doing that. See, now I get it. You can't tell me no different. I get it now. That's why my great grandma was like, when the first moon hit in February, I'm finna go out here and plant these peas. That's Hebrew teachings, people. Anybody planting crops or telling time or the time of year by the stars and the seasons, that's them people. That's them. Ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it. They were still doing this stuff in Mississippi all the way to the 80s, 90s, people. Now who my great grandmama ancestors is, she planting crops to the moon alignments. Who done that? Israelites done it across the water. We see it over here, it's just some niggas. Some Africans off a boat. No. No, that's the most foolish shit I've heard in my life. How the Israelites done it when people in Mississippi do it, we just some Africans. Nah, it don't make no sense. The same thing, bro. It's the same thing. Let's keep going. Israelites counted by moons, people. Indians' religious feast, right? On the American continent. They begin a year at the first appearance of the first new moon. The first new moon of the vernal equinox, according to the year of Moses. Lunar months. Abib is corn. Aviv, Tel Aviv, green ears of corn. Abib is Tel Aviv, Israel. Means green ears of corn. You see it right there? Roll the corn. The new year is the vernal equinox, the first new moon in the spring. Just like my grandma planted them goddamn peas to it. That's what make me different. I ain't special. I ain't special. I ain't got no ego. More ego to you, hunter gatherers. I just watched my grandma do something amazing, and I never knew what the hell it was till I figured it out. Then I started listening even harder to what she had to say, because I never saw nobody do nothing like that. You get it? That's why I am how I am today. You see your ancestors do some amazing stuff, you want to be amazing too. That's why they don't want our ancestors to look amazing, people. They want them drunk, high, stupid, falling over, talking all stupid, and ain't nobody trying to learn nothing. Everybody just wants some Jordans and Louis Vuitton, and we don't care nothing about. They want you like that. He perfect for our system. He gonna buy all our products. He gonna work at our companies. He gonna shut up. He want the money. We gonna give him a little money, just enough to survive. He won't never worry about his people again. He gonna compete against his own people. That's what they want you with. They don't want you thinking about your grandmama speaking Hebrew. Nah, don't do that. Mm-mm. Forget them people. I'll never forget it. Too powerful. Right? So when I'm reading these books, and I'm looking at the same thing my great grandmama did. Start planting crops to the new moon of the vernal equinox, which is the spring equinox. That is our teaching, people. So when you see a mound aligned with the spring equinox, that's our people. Come on now, stick with me. There ain't no Native American. The vernal equinox is ours. We created it. Tel Aviv is the mound of spring. We created it. It's called Abib in the Bible, which is green ears of corn. Corn come from here. So how you got a mound of spring with corn growing on it in Israel over there, and corn don't even come from there? Our people put that there. That's the first temple of Jerusalem. The Ashkenazi Jew built over the second one, and they trying to build a third one. Disgrace of the first people. The Antichrist builds the third temple on top of our first one. See, hunter-gatherers think Christ is a god, a man. That ain't what that is. Not what that is. They are appeasing gods, people. We not. They believe in mythology, fake shit. They believe in fake shit. They believe in fakeness, people. They are fake. They created the Jordan River over there to make it look like that's the biblical land. They created the river. It was a lake at first. Then you turned it into the river, trying to make it look like the Bible stated it was. Them people are so low down, they went in the Bible, got all the texts, and turned the land out, what they talk about in the book, to the land where they live on. We got to change the lake to Jordan River. We got to change this. We got to put something out here for this. So when people get to start looking around, they can see a site where they can say these people was. Or this the site they talk about where Jesus went to the well at. They are creating sites on their land, people. They didn't have no Red Sea. They had no Red Sea. The motherfucker was called the Arabian Peninsula. Yeah, they just got a Red Sea years ago, people. They ain't had no Red Sea. They created it. It was called, when I go to the old maps, they Red Sea was called the Arab something. Wasn't no red in it. I'm going to get to that in a minute too. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Now, okay, vernal equinox, Abib, y'all got that. Let's go here. Now, Baal worship. Now, watch this. Agrarian cult, infamous for sacrifice. right? That's where they get it from. It started with fertility of the land, then it ended with blood of animals. So when we go over there, mixed with these hunter-gatherers, they take our teaching and turn it into blood sacrifice. They take Moloch, which is Tyrus of the spring, turn them into a baby killer. Military purposes only. You take Baal, turn Baal into some type of, right? These people, they are evil now. They take good and make it evil. I'm telling you. This is where the Epstein bloodline come from, these people. Right? Roll the coin. The first one, the agrarian, Canaanite, ancient farmers. Success, they done it for a successful harvest. But it was not blood. They turned it into blood. Baal, mirroring of the seasons. Right? Now, when you get to the Punic era, Punic, when Phoenicians mix with the other people, Amazigh, Berbers, then you start getting this sacrifice stuff. Once we mix with the African, the sacrifice pops out. Then the YT learned from the African, right? The YT learned from the African. And they still do it today. But let's keep going. Now, Punic, Amazigh, Berber, right? Phoenician settlers from the Levant start mixing with the Amazigh Berber, making the Punic. Now, the Punic, when they mix, the Punic start to do sacrifices. Right? That's what happened. And then it went all the way into Rome, Greece, all of that. Because the first Phoenician and Egyptian kneeled down and praised the ox. Go look it up. The first people on that land who was in tune with nature praised the ox. The ox plowed the field for them to eat. Then, over time, you mix with these hunter-gatherers, they start to unalive the ox. That's the culture of and this stuff is so ancient that these YT people are still doing it today. They're still doing it today, people. This is still their culture today. They ain't changed nothing. They still doing it today. Them people are still sticking around sacrificing animals on the spring and summer solstice, equinox and solstice today. I'll show it to you, but ain't no use of me doing that. And y'all already know. Now, it was all for a good harvest. At first, we want a good harvest in the summer. Now it turns into this other shit. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. The development of agriculture society seeking to ensure fertility and the replenishment of the earth. It was for fertility and the replenishment of the earth in the beginning. Fruits, flowers, nature. Grains, fruits, right? Then here come these other people. Here come the other people with the primordial sacrifice. Here they come. Now they think the blood fertilized the earth. No, it does not. That's where they come in at. Now, if you are acting like a people, you acting like a people. You trying to act like a Canaanite, right? You trying to act like a Canaanite, but you are doing y'all own religion on top of it, right? And y'all are still Ashkenazis today, doing those sacrifices and sexual rituals, still to this day. That's where the Epstein bloodline come from. That's why they still doing all this stuff today. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Now, where we was at? Let me see. Now, according to the Bible, lions in ancient times inhabited mountains, caves, right? Lions in ancient times inhabited the area where the lions lived in ancient times in the Bible, mountains and caves. Modern lions are associated with savannas, right? Ancient lions associated with the rocky, mountainous regions and caves. Now, let's keep looking. Asiatic lions were similar to were smaller than African lions, right? But they lived in the caves and the rocks. The biblical lion lived in the rocks, mountains, caves. Arizona was inhabited by American lions, right? Let me show y'all something. Ariy is lion, people. Is lion. Arizona. Arizona. Lions. The ones that was in the caves and the mountains. Ari is lion. There you go right there. Arizona is the only place in the world named Arizona. Lions. The tribe of Judah lived there. The tribe of Judah lived in Arizona. The name's still there today, it just sprinkled up a little bit. But Arizona is the area where the people of the lion lived. You name your tribe by what animals is in the area where your tribe is at, people. So the tribe started putting lions at the front of their entrances of their dwellings, right? That's where you get the lions on the front of the thing. Arizona is Judah. The Southwest is Mizraim, people. The real one, not the fake. From the Mississippi River coming back to the Southwest, that is Mizraim. Boom. That's lion all day. Look, Ari, lion, young lion, Ari Ali. It's right there. The name's still there. Ain't nobody named in Arizona but us. It's the only place in the world named Arizona. Roll the corn. Ari lion. Let's keep going. The Indians of Maine. Let's go check them out. Indians of Maine. The ancient ones, right? Black, swarthy complexion. Melanated, swart complexion. The main Micmac Indians. They had a kettle of copper, right? Iron grapples. Basket shallop, right? Rhodocone. The Micmac Indians. Melanated swarthy complexion. They had weapons, bows, and arrows. See that? The Micmac Indians wrote a form of hieroglyphics, people. The Micmac Indians wrote a form of hieroglyphics. You can Google it right now. Acadia. Acadia is up there. The Micmac Indian bloodline got a lot to do. Let me block you. Got a lot to do with the Acadia, some Sumar teachings, people. The Micmac Indians are connected to Acadia and Sumar. That's a fact. Acadia is still up there in New Jersey. Indians. They moved to Louisiana. Now you got Acadia, Louisiana. The government kicked the Micmac Indians out of the Northeast and they came to Louisiana. That's how the Acadia people got to Louisiana. They were melanated Indians with some form of hieroglyphic writing system. I got the receipts now if you want them. The Acadia people became the Cajun people. When they mixed with the Spanish down there and the French, they became the Cajun people. They became the Creole people in that area. Right? Now start researching the mounds of Acadia up there around New Jersey, all that mound builder stuff. Those are the ancestors of the Micmac Indians. Then after they get kicked out with the government, they come down to the Mississippi River. Right? But these other tribes was already there. Other tribes already there. The Choctaw, the Creek, the Chickasaw, Mobile Indians from Alabama, all this stuff. Caddo Indians, all that was already there here. But that Acadia people are linked to the Cajun people in Louisiana. Real tough. Real tough. Let's keep going. Virginia. They were well favored in proportion of through colored melanated, low in stature, um, wearing their hair long. Two little male children of a year and a half old are very fat and good countenances, which they tenderly, all naked except with the legs, leather buskins, too, fastened with to a girdle from the waist. Copper bracelets. To those gave chains and bracelets, um, which the savages seemed to accept in great kindness. Virginia Indians, melanated people, looking just like Dane Calloway. Looking just like Dane Calloway right there in Virginia. Rhodocone, low end. I bet Dane Calloway probably kind of, you know, Virginia. Rhodocone. Shout out to Dane Calloway. Let's keep looking. The people is in color or inclined to a swart. Interesting. Virginia. They calling us savages. See it? Savages, swarthy. Chestnut color. Chestnut color. Let's go look up chestnut color. Acting like these some type of natives. Let's go look up chestnut color. Roll the corn. Let's blow it up on the screen. So yeah, let's go look at chestnut. All these people can stop all this foolishness. Acting like these some old chestnut. Chestnut? Damn. Chestnut. Chestnut. Them or melon. That's us. Stop playing, man. That's us. Chestnut. Roll the corn. Chestnut color. Come on now. That's us. Let's keep going. Now, this one they talking about the inhabitants are of a complexion of tawny. Their hair long and curled. Their teeth they keep white with a herb, which they continually hold between their lips. The woman performs her business of husbandry, plowing and sowing. The men are soldiers following the business. The woman is the plower and the sower. That's why she is the mother goddess. See, it all goes back to the real truth. The woman is the mother goddess because she is the first one to plow and sow Mother Earth. That's what makes her nurture for Mother Earth, made her the mother goddess, the representation of Earth. So the woman plows and sows the seed, people. You get it? That's what made her the mother goddess. She just ain't no mother goddess yet because she's melanated. No. We dumb our own information down. She the mother goddess because she nurtures. She's the first nurturer on the planet. It don't matter. I see some people talking about the woman come first. I'm cool with it. I'm absolutely cool with it. But what makes the woman powerful is she nurtured. She's the first person to understand nurture, people. She nurtures the planet and she nurtures her people, all in one realm. Ain't no going. She is the truth, right? In the old books, it said the woman is the first one to figure out that I can multiply crops by putting these seeds in the ground. The man didn't figure that out first. The woman figured that out first. She made that area a home. She made that area the land connected to the people because that's the first place she put the crops in the ground. So that area became Kodesh. When we break soil and put seeds in the ground and build up a piece of soil that never grew anything, that makes that land holy to the people. She nurtures the seed in the ground. She nurtures the seed in her belly. You're exactly right. She is a nurturer. That's what makes her a mother goddess. That's what makes her great. That's what makes her the closest thing to the creator. You get it? The earth. The earth. She is the representation of Mother Earth. That's why Isis was revered. Tiamat, all these other, it just grew bigger and bigger. But it all comes from from the earth. Nature, nurture, the woman. That's one thing you can't take away from the woman. The woman is the first seed bearer in the planet and in her stomach. So I don't know what else y'all want. I ain't no going against that teaching. If you don't know that, it just ain't gonna happen for you. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. The West Indies. How they looked out there? Tawny, chestnut color. The melanated men of Mexico. Let me see. All these old tribes, Balboa, right? Zona Torrida are melanated. Roll the coin. All these tribes, all over America. Now, let me show y'all something. The Sea of Sur, that's what I'm looking for. There you go right there. Balboa discovered the Sea of Sur. You discovered the Sea of Sur in America? Sea of Sur. See that right there? What you talking about? The Sea of Sur, Big Sur, California. Point Sur, Sur, California. I showed y'all this the other day. This stuff is biblical. The Sea of Sur refers to the Big Sur, California. The Sea of Sur identified the Sea of Sur, or in Hebrew, Yam Sur. I showed y'all this the other day. Yam Sur. The Way of Sur. Wilderness of Sur. It is located on the eastern border of Egypt. Cap. You capping. This is where it's located at right here. That's Cap. That's the second Sur. That ain't the first one. Let's keep looking. Now, biblical Exodus. Some scholars suggest Yam Sur can be related to Yam Suf, Sea of Reed, Red Sea. Yam Sur, Yam Suf, Sea of Reeds, Red Sea. They really talking about the Sea of Sur in California. Roll the corn. It's biblical. Yam Sur. Between Arabian Desert and Canaan. Yeah, okay. Roll the corn. Now Yam Sur is the Sea of Reeds or the Red Sea. Right? Yam Sur. Roll the corn. These people crazy, bro. They talking about right there in California. That's where the name come from. Let's keep going. The Yamasee are melanated. Melanated, dark complexioned. The present governor married a Yamasee slave. The governor married a Yamasee slave. And his son became Chief Payne. For strong marks of a dark descent. Interesting. Let's see can we find something on that. Let's see can we find something on that. Chief Payne, huh? Yamasee. After the war, right? How did the Yamasee become a slave in the first place? How did the Yamasee become a slave in the first place? The Yamasee fought the colonizers. Then when the colonizers win, they take us in as prisoners of war on the land, on our own farms. Now you see what's going on? Now how the hell did the Yamasee slave end up married to the governor? They took us in as prisoners of war. and their son was Chief Payne. You get it now? Chief Payne or King Payne, 18th century, Seminole leader in Florida, known for being part of the Cowkeeper dynasty, his mixed heritage, Yamasee, and what else? Darkness of complexion. He was noted that Chief Payne bore the darkness of his complexion. Come on now. Mixing with the other people. Let me show y'all this because I want y'all to see this stuff real now. This stuff real now. You see it? Darkness of complexion. Chief Payne. See that? He succeeded his father, led the Seminoles during a period where they allied with the Spanish. Chief Payne. Let's see, can we get a picture of him? Chief Payne. This is how these people take over our tribes, people. Now look at this picture right here. This one right here. He look kind of melanated, right? He mixed with the colonizer and our people. You get it? First you fight the Yamasee War. They make us prisoners of war. They have children with us. Then you pop out with some type of got wicks all in his head. King Payne. Interesting. Seminole Chief, King Payne, grandfather Seminole. Chief Makanopi. Let's see, can we pull that up? They won't even let me look at that. But that's interesting. We're gonna check, I'm gonna check some more of that out, right? Chief Payne, right there, melanated. Colonizer mama, Yamasee, black, melanated daddy. Right? Now, that's fire though. That's fire. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that though. But I see what's going on. Now, after he got some of the colonizer blood mixed with the Indian, the Yamasee was melanated people, like I just showed you. Dark complexion. That's fine. Strong marks of dark descent. Then had a child with the governor. That's wild. Let's keep going. The Indian Klamath tribe. Oregon and California, I think. Melanated people. Let's go to California. Klamath, North California. Roll the coin. Let y'all look at that for a second. Now that word is interchangeable, but I ain't gonna do that today. I'm just gonna stick. That word got a lot of meaning to it, but I do that. I ain't through researching it. These names, see, these names are where you break the code in, right? Klamath. I know some Hebrew words that go right with it, but I didn't get through studying it yesterday, so I'm gonna wait on that one. We're gonna get to that though. Let's go to Cali. Now look at all these Klamath Basin, Klamath Marsh, Upper Klamath Refuge, Upper Klamath, all this area, Oregon, California, Klamath, melanated people. There you go, right there. Now you got these Native Americans out there today who they either had a child or snuck from the other or from far west, and they got on they got on there something. They got out there some type of way. I don't know. I don't know. This is so messed up, but it got some receipts in it. I hate the way it to read, right? This time, this book right here is when the racism starts. This book right here is when they started to not like melanated people because they knew they were the indigenous people of the land. So they started trying to say bad things about them. See, while I read history, I see that they glorified us at one point. Then, after they figure out they want to take the land, they start to write books about trying to talk about us physically, talk about us bad. Now they want to make us seem like a bad people that look bad and all that type of stuff. Now watch this. Now the old books, they are glorifying us. The new books, like the 1800s, they talking about all type of bad things. Watch this. They calling them ugly. Why they call them ugly? They are an ugly, see it, ugly Negro. Ugly Negroes. They are ugly Negro profiles. You see it? Now they down talking to us. They ready to take our land now. They see they done made the paradise. They want your land. Now these some ugly, savage Negroes in California. There you go right there. They ain't talking about no Native American. They talking about us. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Now this is called the Native Races on the Pacific States. The melanated Indian on the Pacific States. California, Seattle, Washington, stuff like that. Let's keep going. Now, watch this. They are ugly and brutish race, many of which Negroes, right? Their heads are covered with thick, rough hair, right? Thick, rough hair, broad nostrils. See that? Broad nostrils, hair combed straight down. Now, then they start finding stuff like this. Now, my women in the chat, these artifacts from California, coming out of mounds. What is that, women in the chat? What is that? Now look at it. Now look at it, people. What's so different about this one? What were they doing with this one if you call them hair? Look at it. Y'all don't see that black on that comb? Where that black come from? That's a hot comb, people. You heated that up in ancient times and run it through that hair with the bear oil. You heat it up on the fire and you run it through the hair with the bear oil. With some type of grease like this, bear grease. Y'all seen any Native American do that before? Hmm? Hmm? If y'all seen a Native American burn a comb, straighten their hair out like we do, and hit it with that shiny grease, Nah, I ain't never seen a native do that. I seen my sister her get done like that, my auntie, my mama, not nobody else. The artifacts is still there of these people, our people, burning combs to straighten their hair out. That's an ancient hot comb, people. It don't get no fire than that. Hmm. Roll the coin. Let's keep looking. Columbus goes in America. A lot of people teach that Columbus don't know where he was going. A lot of Moors teach that. Columbus don't know where he was going. He just floating on a boat. Stop it. He knew exactly where he was going. I don't believe that 1 second. Watch this. Sources, statements, opinions, and prophecies. God of Holy City and Mount Zion, and on the discovery of the islands of the Indies and all other people, right? Columbus himself, primarily in a monk's hand, is something here I want to show y'all. Them people were looking for gold, pearls, explorers, gold, pearls. The land open, in fact, would be possible to sail from here to the Indies, he reflects. What Indies he talking about? Now, if you going to India, he going the wrong goddamn way. Columbus was trying to get to India. India is east of Spain, hunter-gatherer. I'm going to go around the whole damn world to go to India. You let these people tell you that stupid you want to. I'm going to pass America, come all the way back around and go back to India. Instead of going back on land east. That man was looking for his paradise. That's what he was looking for. His paradise. Fruit, vegetation of paradise. Hebrew. Who it did right here, bro? Chuck, you want to come talk? You want to come talk, bro? Come on up here. You want to talk? Come on. Come on, Uncle Chuck. The break started already. You don't even know it. Come on, Chuck. Come on, Chuck. You got about 4 seconds. That's what I thought. Block. Get your ass out of here. Now, yeah, you right, Keisha. It was called Hindustan. It ain't even Indios. Them people know where they were going, bro. Let's keep going. Now, the first voyage of Christopher Columbus sparked a new interest in the search of terrestrial paradise, a legendary land of ease, with beautiful women wearing gold. Ooh. Where is the beautiful women wearing gold called terrestrial paradise? I'm finna show you where it's at. Stick with me. Stick with me. Terrestrial paradise refers to the biblical Garden of Eden. Damn. We sure enough got to find terrestrial paradise. You got the beautiful women, the food, the garden of the creation. Everything started over there. Where the hell is terrestrial paradise? Christopher Columbus knew about terrestrial paradise. Don't you think he didn't? Don't you think he did? You think they just loading up boats about to go out there and die on the water looking for just fumbling around the ocean? Is you crazy? They hunter gathering, but they ain't that damn stupid. They just fumbled around and found America. Looking for India. What the hell are they looking for India for? Ain't nothing going on in India. But our people had already built the ancient cities, but it ain't nothing like Timeri. They looking for terrestrial paradise. Hes paradise. In Hebrew, the fruit land, the paradise is paradise. Pari is Hebrew for fruit. They looking for here, people. Motherfucker ain't looking for no Indios, no India people, Hindus. What am I looking for a Hindu for? He not the jewel of God. Come on now. People ain't that stupid. We try to make everything sound like everything just stupid. It's not, bro. Some of this stuff is premeditated. It's premeditated. They already know. Now, it's beautiful women, terrestrial paradise. It is the biblical Garden of Eden, an earthly location of perfect beauty, bliss, innocence, where the humans, the creation story really come from this land. That's what they're trying to tell you with this Adam and Eve shit. But y'all know that's Adama is the first man from the planet. That's where they get Adam from. Adama is Hebrew. Adama. That's where they get Adam from. So that all go with the land. Heaven on earth, people. Paradise. Heaven on earth. Bliss, beauty, the innocence of the people. Our people were innocent to all of that hunter-gatherer shit throughout the years. We didn't do none of that stuff they done. So we are innocent. We live in paradise, perfect beauty. Right? That's terrestrial paradise. Let's keep going. Hold on. Terrestrial paradise. Roll the coin. This is a map from a Greek map maker in 1708. That's Greek now. That's like the Nazi language, right? Terra or Yesol by Lug Tenberg, which is a Greek map maker. Terra de Yesol, right there. Now this map kind of funny looking, but y'all know I'm gonna break it down. There is Baffin's Bay. Baffin's Bay. Now let's go find Baffin's Bay to show y'all what we're looking at. Baffin's Bay, right there. Baffin's Bay. Now what that is right there? There go Baffin's Bay. What this is over here? The west side. Let's go back to the German map. There go Baffin's Bay, so he talking about the west side. On the California side. That's what he talking about. The land stretching from here all the way in here is Terra de Yesol. Right? Watch this. What that mean, Truth? Terra de Yesol. The country where the children of Israel come from. Fire. The country where the children of Israel come from. The west side of America. The man got this shit on the map. These people know who you are. Let's keep going. Let's go back through that one more time. Terra del Sol. The map look funny, but like I say, you know I'm a teacher the way it's supposed to get taught. They go Buffins right there. Bay. Here it is today. Baffin's Bay. I'm sorry, Baffin's Bay. Come on down the west side. Now on this map, he got Terra del Sol. When I translate that, now I translated this part right here. I'm sorry. This part right here, all of this shit right here. The land van de Tiers Staman der Kindern Israels. I'm speaking German on you, hunter gatherers. The land van de Tor Shaman der Kindern Israelis. A German map maker made this. Then when I translated, Kindern Israels, the country where the children of Israel come from. Terra del Sol by Luxembourg, 1708. They already know what it is. They been knew what it was. We just don't know. They know. Let's keep going. I spoke a little German today. I feel good. Roll the call. Canada. Canada? I shouldn't even block that dude. I just blocked because he was from Canada. I want him to see the receipt before I blocked him. I wanted the man to see the receipt before I blocked his ass. You from Canada, you don't even know your own people. You were trying to troll me, and I got old books of melanated Indian right there in Canada with Canada on the... See, that's how the ancestors don't play about me, bro. These folks don't play about me. You can diss me all you want on your live. I'm Tupac, niggas. I come out and hit your ass up when I feel like it. You can diss me on your live. You can try to say something to Keisha the Hood Princess or Casey Macon. You can sneak this. You can say I stole all your information. You can do whatever you want to do, bro. It don't bother me. I know you're a hunter-gatherer. Hunter-gatherers don't bother my spirit. They can say whatever they want to say. You know why? They trying to be known, people. They want to be known. They want to be known. They want to be seen. They want to mention my name to get somebody to, I'll come hit y'all niggas up, man. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers like Bernie Mac. I ain't scared of you. You know. I ain't got that much time, and you're trying to waste the little I do have. I ain't even got that much time to play with y'all. But what I'm saying is, keep my name out your mouth. If you care about your people, teach them the truth, and that's all we can do. And don't use to try to bring me up to get no clout. I don't bring nobody else up to get no clout. I just roast certain people because they funny to me. I'm a funny guy. So I do bust jokes about Tariq, what's his name? Nashad, with the perm in his head. Now, we a roast dude on some roasting shit, but because he weird to me. But other than that, I ain't got no problem with the funny looking dude. I ain't got no problem with y'all hunting, all y'all. You made a video called Hidden Colors, right? It's talking about Africa the whole video, bro. Now, when the tide changes, you FBA now. Now you all time Mary built all these inventions. Hidden Colors was about Egypt, Africa. You think we don't remember that? I remember, I don't forget nothing, bro. Y'all weird. That's why I wrote y'all. I don't wrote y'all because of the knowledge. I wrote y'all because y'all, if we see you in real life with this funny bunny looking beard and a perm, you looking like a hunter gatherer. You taught Africa 5 years ago. Now you're teaching foundationally Black American. Which one it gonna be, nigga? This Jess Greg dude. This Jess Greg dude be in his life. We know the truth now. Got everything from me, bro. I don't know you from a can of paint in Lowe's, nigga. I don't know you, bro. Did you just wake up and thought I knew you? I don't know you, dog. Stop screaming my name in your lives. I don't know you, bro. We know the truth now. He be stealing my knowledge. Big time creator. I saw one of your videos on my timeline. I'm a big time creator. Oh, cat. Oh, funny look. Oh, creator. He was saying creator. You a creator? I'm not no content creator, fool. This ain't no content. Somebody learned something today in this live, bro. I'm a big time content creator, the top of the creations. Doing it with his arms. A damn chicken. Then when I tag you to come in the live, you don't even come in the live. You scared to death. I had to realize that people are using whatever they can to get noticed, people. Whatever it is, they don't care what it is. It could be you, a woman, a man, a child. They don't care no more. It ain't about the information, it's about ain't nobody never listened to these people before, bro. Ain't nobody never shine no light on these people before, bro. They never had nobody to tell them they done a good job at nothing, bro. They want some love and affection from wherever they can get it from, bro. I'm a big time creator. You weird, nigga. See, bro, when I see something weird in these people, bro, when I see something weird, I just disattach myself. I can't even pay attention to it. I see something weird, I just did. I see a grown man eating eggs and oranges. You ain't from my culture. You weird, bro. I love you, but you weird. Eggs and oranges? I'm eating eggs and I eat an orange? Like, that shit weird. All right. They let me know right now you're not really from my culture. You really a hunter gatherer. You're trying to put some shit together that don't even. Them eggs go with them grits and them biscuits and them pancakes, bro. They stomach toe up. See, I see certain things and my mind is just all whacked out. I'm like, these people not from my culture, bro. Even though they know a little knowledge, that don't mean they from your culture. And I love and like I say, bro, I'm cool. I'm cool with dude. Now I'm cool with these people. But I just had to separate myself because it was something in my spirit that just I'm still cool with them. I still in love with them. I love them. It's good knowledge. But once you eat an orange and an egg and scallop potatoes on the same plate, something ain't right. It's tough love. You ate scalloped potatoes, oranges, and eggs on the same plate. No, I'm out. I tried, but I can't do it. It's weird. I can't. I'm stupid too, bro. I'm stupid as hell, bro. Listen, bro. Myself up, but I be telling the truth. I don't be lying about nothing, bro. Why do I have to lie, bro? My people are the greatest people on the face of the earth. And when I see shit that don't align, that don't go with them great people that you claim to be, it just is what it is. But I still got love for people. It's equivalent to orange juice. Roll the code. Canada, melanated, Indian. Come on, man. Stop playing. Niji. Roll the corn. California Indians and Spaniards in 1625 going heads up. Going heads up with them folks for paradise. I just showed you what paradise was. They speak of all down by the Mississippi River, all on California side. All this paradise. We fought them people, y'all, in 1625. They set all the forests on fire. All the crops on fire. Why you think why you think California still get wildfires today? That's biblical, people. That land is them people curse that land. It still catch on fire today. They done burnt it down so many times, it just catch on fire on its own. Motherfucker throw a Newport out the window, whole forest catch on fire. It already been burnt up 5 times from hunter-gatherers burning up our land. You get it? That's why it's so dry in them areas in California wildfires, bro. Them people burnt up whole forests out there, the Spaniards. These people are evil. They are burning up crop fields, forests, cities, buildings. We got ancient monuments in California, jet black. They are jet black. Marble monuments in California, burnt jet black. They've been burnt so many times, you can't even burn it down. It's marble. It's just black marble, whole statue. They still setting it on fire. I'll show y'all the receipt if y'all want it now. You know how they done burnt down all them big marble monuments we built with big balls, big marble balls, and holding up monuments all on the water. They done burnt it up. Roll the corn. Hold on. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Roll the corn. Crazy. It is crazy. I gotta go back and find the receipts. Or them burnt statues, old burnt, these big balls like old Mick balls in California. I'm sure I'll give you an idea what they look like. There's some that's still out there. They ain't even, it's just on the beach. Still out there today. But I found some pictures of some burnt ones. See that right there? See these balls in California? On this side. They got some with like holders of them. Let's go back up here. Something like this, but it's on a stand in stone. Something like that. Right? Burnt all up in the artifacts. I got some old pictures of that. How they burnt up California villages, ancient villages. There's some same balls like the Olmecs made the heads out of, right? See how they got the Olmec right there? See, all this is the same culture. It's a culture, people. We created those balls. Valley of Balls. Egyptians got them. They're smaller, but this stuff been going on. It's been going on in our culture. That stuff just don't grow like that. That stuff is made like that. It's just on the beach. But I'm gonna go back and find the pictures. I seen them. I was looking at them pictures the other day. In California, it burnt up everything. Now, Nawasi, right? Nawasi, island called California, populated by melanated women. They had ships which they sailed out to loot with other. They told me the people were looting, right? But it was melanated people in California, a bunch of women. This became Califia, right? California. Let's keep going. Now they talked about Nawasi, right? Nahawasi, Western Dakota. That's how they were. That's how they used to look. Now we got these native people. That's how they used to look. Negroes, lighter skinned Negroes. Now they look like this. This is what you got to understand. These hardy tribes, Horde, hardy tribes are Native Americans. Hardy tribes are Native Americans. You must understand their ancestry. When they come and try to take over a village, they do this to all of the women. See that? You see that, right? Comanches, one of them. Senecas, all that type of tribe. This is what they do. Criminal perversion. I can say that. Thugs and killers. Horde, Cherie. Horde. So our people was already here. The Hardy tribe is a bloodline from the Genghis Khan people, right? From Genghis Khan. The Genghis Khan perversion people start popping out, going into all of these different places, taking over small villages, doing this to the women. You get it? Torture, 17-week-old infant, Comanches, hunter-gatherers, demonic. See, in old times, we had small villages, people. It might be 12 people there. The Hardy tribe come through, 200-300 hunter gatherers, and there you have it. See what I'm saying? So you must know that the people ain't never got along with us, just like we never get along with the colonizer. We went against both of these people. They was coming before the government came, the colonizer came. We fought them before then. We even started moving around the world. That's why our people started moving so much, dealing with the Hardy tribes, right? We got boats and everything. When they started coming around, those people were super savages. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, we talked about tools, the name of tools. Hebrew, for example, hyena from the Hebrew ayin, Haina. Now, let me show y'all where this is. It's a couple places in America got this same name, right? We got one right here. Let me show you. Got one right here. It's one in Mississippi. It's a little small community with some old ancient stuff right there. Haina. It's one in Mississippi, and it's one in Haiti, in Puerto Rico, something like that. Islands, Hainan Islands. We got one in China, right? And one in the Caribbean islands with that name right there. Haina, Dominican Republic, located near Santo Domingo, right? Mounds, prehistoric conch shell mounds in the area. Same people, same exact people, right? Now we got one in Mississippi with the mounds, one in Puerto Rico, and there's another Hainan in China, and the Chinese mound's not that far from that one. So that's interesting. I want y'all to look that up. But that word is Hebrew, right? Then you get Yak for Jacob, right? Now he go the Jacob one. Yaakov. We were saying Yak over here. So they're trying to say the word we were saying all point to the Hebrew language. Indians. See it? But the ceremonies they were doing all point to it. But it's the nature's Hebrew, not the biblical Hebrew. Nature's Proto-Canaanite. Let's keep going. Now this book is called The Indians and the Israelites. Talked about, do what I want y'all to see. They also sacrifice first fruits on high mountains. First fruits on high mountains. Bama, fresh fruits, high mountains. They saw us do that, and then it's like the Jewish people did that. The Aborigines of America, jewels of God. We was already doing that. It came from the ancient culture, going over there teaching them, and they turned it into evil things when they got to that side of the world. But all the names and the culture and the stories come from here, taken over there. and it turned into a whole nother thing. Now, now I showed y'all this, the terror, the Yosa, and that means in German, the country where the children of Israel come from. That is fine. But y'all, and then I showed y'all the Arizona receipt. Now, Mizraim, the Greek called Mizraim Egypt. That's where the name Egypt come from, but the original name is Mizraim, right? And look where it's at. It's west of the Mississippi River. That's Egypt, people. And the more and more I study this stuff, it's becoming more and more clearer what happened, right? Thousands of pyramids and mummies and glyphs found in this area, right here. Now, let's look at this thing from a whole nother perspective. Let's look at this from a whole nother perspective, right? Now, if the creation story starts along the Mississippi River, right? Man and woman and man springs up from the oldest land masses on the planet, which is North America. Because our soil and water is the oldest on the planet in this area right here by the Great Lakes. It's Canada, American land is the oldest land, the Canadian Shield. It's called the Canadian Shield, right? If man springs up right here, that means the first animals spring up in this area. Because man and nature goes together. We're trying to separate man and nature. That's our problem. We let these hunter gatherers teach us we from outer space and all this old type of stuff, and we start to forget about nature and the planet, right? Michael Jackson told you the earth is crying. The earth crying. Why he telling you that? We hurting it. Roll the corn. Hunter gatherers are hurting the earth. The earth is crying. The earth is our mother. See, wise people know better, right? The earth crying. Why is it crying? I know why. We are stewards of the land, people. Our first covenant with the earth is we are stewards to the earth. We take care of it. Who the hell else gonna take care of it if we don't? Who take care of the earth? Because in those ancient times, well, nobody else no steward of the land. A steward of the land raises beautiful cattle, beautiful crops, beautiful lakes, beautiful house, beautiful kids. Then you teach the kids to be stewards of the land. You pass it down and down and down. Everybody's connected to nature and the planet, right? Stewards of the land. The first man was a steward of the land, people. He wasn't just put here to be cute. He wasn't just put here to just say we the oldest people on the planet. We had a responsibility nobody else, no, the other cultures didn't have. Our responsibility was to take care of the planet. Right? That's why the Hebrew is the steward of the land. You're gonna get it, you're gonna start to get it in a minute. It ain't about religion. Don't put religion in nothing I'm telling y'all. When I say Hebrew, I mean Proto-Canaanite astrology agriculture language. I just ain't finna say all of it every time. This is a astrology agriculture language. That's what it is. The first letter is the Taurus for the spring. When that happens in the sky, you sow a seed on the ground. That's the beginning of the new year. So this is an agriculture language. This ain't no religious language. Hold on, let me, somebody sent me a DM. This is what I want to show y'all. Because he don't understand. He's steady asking questions, but I'm steady trying to explain to you what you need to know. He think I'm trying to teach it Adenics. Somebody that told him in one of their live, Truth now teaching Adenics. Look at your boy. Roby Rush, I love you and I'm in love with you, but you got to get on the spot. Truth, look up Adenics. This is what you be teaching. Adenics. Now, Adenics is this. Let me show you what Adenics is. Adenics is you trying to teach something that go along with a biblical narrative. But that ain't what it is, big dog. You don't understand. Our history is the Bible. That's what you don't understand. It's all tied together because it's a people's history written down that was misconstrued as a way of living. This is one people's history in a book. Just because you think it's religion, that ain't my fault. Them stories we were telling are from ancient times. The stories we were telling are going around amongst our people. When y'all heard it and started digging it up out the ground, y'all took it and made it everybody's story. Because y'all got involved after we mixed with y'all. But that story is not religious. That story is just your history. If your mama left Mississippi and moved to Chicago, then she had you in Chicago, then you have another child in Chicago, that's your history. Right? They don't make it religious. They just your mama moved, had you in Chicago, now your life in Chicago. Common sense. Now we move to the Mediterranean Sea, do all this stuff, mix with y'all, and we write the story down. That's our history. If we tell y'all about Moshe on the Mississippi River, then you turn it into Moses on the river over here, that ain't our fault. You're taking our story, turning them into your story. History. That's y'all story. Now, he think I'm trying to teach some type of economic. But what you don't understand is the language is agriculture, people. Heavily in agriculture. The Canaanite language is agriculture language. Merging from Neolithic farming cultures in the Levant with nomadic pastoral traditions. Now, Semitic linguistics come from agriculture vocabulary. The agriculture vocabulary comes from the stars. You get it? This ain't religious. This was for the survival of your people. It became law. It wasn't religion, it became religion. Now let's go back. She putting the thinking thing in the comments. It ain't gonna be hard for you to figure it out in a minute. Hold on. It ain't hard. Let me show you something. Roll the coin. Let me show you something. What I just showed you a minute ago. Right? Fruits and flower offerings, high mountains. Where that receipt at? Where is that receipt? Hold on. Let me show you something. I just showed this a minute ago. I can't even think about where is it now. Let me see. Let's go back. I got to find that receipt. Now, What you must understand is this right here. When you're trying to figure out this Hebrew and the languages and all this stuff, you got to figure this out. It all comes from a nature's people. So the letters come from stars in the sky. When those stars are in the sky, that aligns with the letters they created for petroglyphs. Those petroglyphs turned into languages and letters, right? You got to understand it. That's why they say the new year starts in the spring. So this language was not religious. This language was from an agriculture people who knew astrology. Then it became religious. Tracy, appreciate that. So we've been taught from that land over there, but that's not the beginning of their languages. It's not the beginning of their culture. The culture had already thrived for a long time before it ever got to this side of the world. But they teach us from that side of the world. That's all it is. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. Show you what I'm talking about. This is the new year for our people. They what they talking about. March 21st, the vernal equinox, marks the start of the spring, people. Now, what's at the start of the spring? Taurus. See that? Taurus is the start of the spring. The Pleiades star system is right there too. Pleiades cluster. You see it? This is a teaching of a people, right? They want to teach you that the first people, the original Proto-Canaanite people did not know that, but they the one created it. Taurus and the Pleiades, Hyades. Now, let's get a little deeper. This is why white folks sacrifice the bull during the vernal equinox. But there's disrespect to our culture. You get it? We show love to the bull during the vernal equinox. Because in Egypt, they were kneeling down to the bull during the vernal equinox. They were killing it. Unaliving it, I'm sorry. So, Taurus represented the spring, the bull, right? Now let's break down Europa. Europa is the Pleiades cluster. Zeus is the bull. Who taught them that? Our people taught them that. We named Europe. The Pleiades star constellation is Europa. The bull is Taurus. I mean, Zeus is Taurus. So now you understand it. Pleiades riding the back of the bull is Europa riding the back of Zeus. That's our teaching. That's why we got mounds in America aligned with the Pleiades star system. You get it? We the oldest culture to do it. Now, truth now. Are mounds in America aligned with the Pleiades vernal equinox? Many North American indigenous mounds, the Mississippian and Hopewellians, got their same Pleiades and Taurus teaching. So we wore the horns on our helmet to represent Taurus in nature. You get it? They demonized us by saying it was the devil with the horns. We the first to do this. Now you see that, right? See that? Now let's go look at the Mayans. They're doing the same thing, it's just a newer. They are the second coming. The bloodline had a couple of children, right? Later on, Mayans have temples aligned with Pleiades constellation. Yes. The Mayan temples and structures were precisely aligned with celestial bodies, including the Pleiades star cluster. These are the children of the Mississippi River mound builders. You get it? They are evolving to build stone and pyramids and temples. You get it? Now, roll the coin. There is strong evidence that early Mesoamerican cultures, starting with the Olmecs, aligned their ceremonial structures, which likely included the Pleiades. Same bloodline coming off the Mississippi River litter. These ain't no Africans. They come. Their ancestors come from the SIP, the Sippy River, the Mississippi River. Why is all these people doing the same thing? Truth. Okay, let's keep looking. Let's keep looking around the world now. Sumerians. Let's go see what they talk about. Sumerians revered the Pleiades, known as Mol Mol, the stars, crucial markers for their agriculture calendar and celestial navigation, the bull of heaven. The bull of heaven is Taurus and the Pleiades for the spring. It's the same thing the Mississippian doing, the same thing the Mayan doing, the same thing the Olmec doing, same thing the Egyptian doing. Why is that? These your people. No matter where they at, these your people. Mulapin, tablets, Pleiades, Mol. Same bloodline, moving around the world. Same teaching. Same mother goddess. Same Pleiades and Taurus teaching. Roll the coin. You see it now? Starting to get it? First Egyptians. Because they got infiltrated. That's for sure. Roll the coin. Let's go check them out. Now, they try to say Egypt didn't do it, but Egypt, it's a part of Egypt called Abasar at the bottom of the map. Now they always talking about Giza. Abasar. I think it's Abasar. I might be tripping. Hold on. Roll the coin. Now the bottom of Egypt, here you go right here. Watch this. See that? Abasar, Egypt. Abasar, Egypt, at the bottom of Egypt. What's there right there? Pleiades. Pleiades. You get it now? These dummies don't know what they be talking about. It's a Milky Way alignment. They act like the mounds and the pyramids are not aligned the same way they are, people. The Mayan, the Mississippi mounds, the Olmec mounds and temples, the Sumerian mounds, and the Egyptian pyramids all go to the same alignment for agriculture. This is a teaching of one people. The lost monument. See, they're going to teach you about that. Abasar is the bottom of Egypt, under Giza. Aligned with the Pleiades. Look at all these other places. Solar Temple of Ra. Aligned right with the Pleiades. Look. So you got a solar temple, the sun temple, then you got the Pleiades. The Natchez Indians got a sun temple, people. It's the same teaching. The solar temple of Ra hooked to the Pleiades. You see that? The Natchez got a mound just like this, hooked to 7 more mounds just like that. The Natchez Indians, right in Mississippi. It's the same thing. Let's keep looking. Now, the Sphinx, I think, represented Leo. I really think the Sphinx represented Leo. I really do think that, but I might be wrong. Now, this one says something about Leo. Milky Way, the Sphinx is going straight to Leo in the sky. See that? Now, when I'm looking at I'm not studying what they're teaching me. I'm studying what the sky telling me about the information. The sky don't lie, people. Look, in Egypt, Sphinx, stars of Leo on the horizon, aligned perfectly on the Nile. See that? Let's keep going. See what else they got on here. Now, you see Sirius, right? Aligns with Orion. Then it goes right over here in the line with the Sun Temple. Then in the line with the Pleiades. That's the Milky Way alignment. Sirius, Orion, Aldebaran, Sun Temple, Pleiades. This is what our ancestors are showing us for agriculture. When all these align in the summer, that's the summer solstice. Right? Fire. Let's keep going. We got mounds aligned with Aldebaran and all this stuff. Now, what they don't teach you about Giza is there are mounds around Giza. Mounds. Just like that. Old burial mounds, just like in America, right around the pyramids. But they try to say pyramids and mounds ain't got nothing to do with each other. They're a lie. They teach you about the Orion alignment, but they won't teach you about the mounds around it marking more stars. It's way more complex than what you think it is. Way more complex than what you think it is. And I already showed y'all that the pyramids are aligned. Abu, Ruwash, Sirius, Leo, the one on the pyramid is aligned with the one in the sky. See it? It's built the same way. Orion with the three pyramids. Sun Temple down here, Albasaurus, the Pleiades. Same stuff. Right there, Pleiades. It's shaped on the ground. Egypt is way bigger than Giza, people. Egypt stretches out the whole river damn near, like on the Nile Delta. And all this stuff is aligned with stars. That's how sophisticated the knowledge had got by the time they got to Egypt. See, they go Albassar with the Sun Temple and the Pleiades right there at the bottom of Egypt. See it? Now, look at Saqqara on the Nile River, shaped just like Andromeda of the Milky Way. See that? It's bigger than just a couple of stars, a lot of them. All right, they go Saqqara on the ground on the map. Now, these mounds are aligned the same way them temples is, but they tore up over here, people. Right? They tore up. We can't locate all of them. I locate some of them, but I can't locate all of them. Like Egypt is not tore up because they kept this stuff because these are the only pyramids they have, right? But over here, this stuff was getting tore down every year. So it was hard. It's hard to find today, right? And I had to show y'all that again. There's some new people in the chat, so I want to show y'all that again. It's showing the same people. The Mayan temples are aligned the same way. Anybody got it? Y'all got a couple of questions? Now, what I think, to like real quick, what I think what it is right. Um, that culture of astrology came from here, and it was taken around and taught. Right. That's why that same teaching popping up in all these sophisticated cultures that's supposed to be aliens and all of this. It's not alien. It's just our culture. Is we knew astrology. So therefore, if you know the stars, people think you come from there. But that ain't where you come from. You come from the planet. You just got ancestors who mapped the stars out for a long time. That's what I think, right? That's why our people got stars on their face in the mounds. I taught the 33rd parallel from the tattoos of the mound builder's face. So you can understand that this was a high part of information for our people. We knew about these stars because it's on our face in artifacts, right? This artifact right here. Right? It's on our face. There's Ursa Minor on his face. Ursa Minor is on his face, people. That's Ursa Minor. That's Polaris. That's the North Star. This aligns with the 33rd parallel. So everything built on the 33rd parallel, these people knew about it. That's why they built it in the 33rd, around the 33rd parallel. Right? Arcturus, Capella, Ursa Minor. That's exactly what that is. I'm the first person to ever show people that. They didn't under, I'm gonna tell y'all something. And I ain't trying to be funny. An archaeologist sent me this in my email. An archaeologist sent me this, people. People who went to school for this stuff. He melanated though. He said, bro, I be watching your videos on YouTube. What does this mean, bro? He said, I've been studying this Arkansas mound builder artifact, and I could never figure out what's on his face. I said, bro, you supposed to been call me, bro, big dog. Because that's Ursa Minor right there. All day. All day. In ancient time, they called it the check mark. It's still a check mark, but it's Ursa Minor. That's exactly what it is. It's another word for check or mark or something like that. But that's what that is. And if you follow that on the 33rd parallel, you're going to go right around the world where we built all these places at on the 30. You got to follow the stars to understand it. The reason I like to show people this is because this shows how sophisticated, it shows how sophisticated these people were. This from Arkansas now. This ain't no Egypt. It's Arkansas. Now look at that. Polaris, the North Star can be used to determine your latitude. Right? Above the horizon corresponds directly to your location, where it is measured at 33rd degrees below the horizon. Above the horizon, I'm sorry. So Polaris maps out the 33rd parallel. This is where the Freemasons get this from. The mound building culture. You see it? The altitude of Polaris in the sky matches the observer's latitude in the northern hemisphere. The 33rd parallel, if you measure roll the coin. Put a two in the chat. Put a two in the chat. Put a two in the chat. 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 So you have two stars. Then you have Ursa Minor in the middle. Ursa Major right here. Ursa Minor. You follow between the two stars on the right and left, right up through Polaris of Ursa Minor, and it takes you. It keeps you on the 33rd parallel. Ancient ancestors figured that out, right? So when they get on boats, when they start to use boats, what do? They use the 33rd parallel stars to stay on track, right? Now, who are these people throughout history of other countries on the 33rd parallel? Think about it. What's the first one? The Phoenicians, the Sidonians live on the 33rd parallel in the Mediterranean Sea. Them our people. Them our people. The pyramid mounds in China sits on the 33rd parallel. Them our people. Because we talking BC times now. We're not talking 200-300 years ago. We talking ancient times. Them our people. Right? We are just going around the world riding them stars, building monuments, living there. We can always come back home. How can we come back home, Truth? You ride the stars back home. But Polaris is that way. Let me show you what's the other way. Watch this. You're gonna blow your mind. Now this might blow y'all mind right here. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get the receipt if I can find it. Hey, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Now, I told y'all the Sphinx points right to Leo, right? Now, let's get a little deeper. What if we use the 33rd parallel Polaris to go over there and we use Leo to come back? That'd be deep, wouldn't it? Use Polaris coming that way, but coming back to America from Africa, you use Leo. Now, what if the Sphinx in Africa is pointing back to the homeland, back west, right? That should be deep with it. Think about that now. Now, y'all think I'm bullshit. Y'all think I'm bullshit, but I don't really talk about this type of stuff because I can't prove it. Y'all know I don't like to do that. But if I follow Leo on the 33rd parallel, I'm going to hit the southern U.S. I'm going to hit the southeast, right where the other mounds at, right? If I follow Leo from Africa on the 33rd parallel going back the other way, I'm going to go right to the southeast during the spring. Damn. Now, why I don't end up in the northeast or Mexico, I end up right in the southern U.S. Ain't that a coinky dink? So now I'm starting to look at the Sphinx all different. I'm starting to look at the Sphinx all different now. Now I ain't never did this before, but I gotta ask AI this question. I gotta ask it. I got to ask it. And if it answer my question right, I'm through for the day. Cause this too much, right? Check cause I got some damn sense. It faces. Hold on. Okay. So if I'm coming back, eh, okay. I'm trying to see exactly where the Sphinx face. It say it's oriented from west to east. Okay, so it's facing. It got to be facing east for the sunrise. That's what they say. But it say from west to east. I gotta look into this a little more. So it's on the east-west axis though. That's a fact. It's on the east-west axis. It said the western side being slightly longer than the eastern side. In the east. I'm gonna do some more research on that. But I know you can follow Leo right back to the southern states on the 33rd parallel. Right? So now It says facing east for the sunrise. Okay. I got to look into that though, cause it's some crazy. That Sphinx got a way bigger meaning than what we think it is. But what I want to do is I want to get a diagram in my book that shows how ships use these stars because that's how we got around the world. So I want to get a diagram. I want to get a diagram in the book with how the ship use the stars. I'm gonna have like big 2 pages with the stars in the sky and show the ship aligning up with the 33rd parallel. Because that's exactly what happened. You take off on some type of bank with the 33rd parallel. Because Moundville, we got Mounds in Carolina, Ottawa, Mounds, Georgia, all 33rd parallel. Phoenix, Arizona, Chaco Canyon. I think Los Angeles on the 33rd parallel. The tar pit, it's a lot of strange stuff. Let me take a couple questions, y'all. I'm gonna pick somebody random for some questions. Let me see. Somebody random. Rick the One, got a question or a comment? West to east for the sunrise. Any questions? Any questions? Hop in the chat. True Mouster, got a question? Let's see. Let's see. Blazing Hayes, got a question? Comment? Yo.
That's where I gotta go to get to the ones that I want.
Kai the Ancient Reborn, question or comment? Let me see. Fourth Nation, question or comment? Let's see something. Now, a lot of people say the maps flip. Who's that? Zach, got a question or comment? Yo. David D, question or comment? You got a question, throw it in the chat. You got a question, throw it in the chat, y'all. Throw it in the chat. Throw it in the chat. God's son. Question or comment? Now, what I want to say is, Kavika, question or comment? Once we start to study these different aspects of these cultures, you start to see the truth. You start to see everything aligning the same way around the world, right? And it's interesting. Very, very interesting the way it's going down. It's all the same. They try to separate it like it's not, but it's all the same. Same teaching. They try to make it look like the first Egyptian and the first Sumerian and all that type of stuff is different. It's not. It's all the same stuff. It's a different time frame, but it's all the same teaching, right? And I wanted y'all to check out Lake Pyramid in Nevada, where they found out that all these petroglyphs and stuff there too. That stuff deep too. It's deep. I've been searching. I got it. Real life, get out there. That spot right there is crazy. It's a lot of stuff out there. Who was the queen? What queen? Anybody got any questions? Hop in the chat. Hop in the chat. Hop in the chat. Crappy Whisper. You got a question or a comment? Let's see. Let me see. J Fly Indigo Power. What is the 33rd parallel? Yo. You wasn't ready. The 33rd parallel is what the ancestors used to put ancient monuments because it's set along the line of stars that we use to travel with around the world. The North Star or Polaris was a marker in the sky. A marker in the sky. And they used it. They used it. They used it to travel with. They used it to it served as a vital fixed navigational marker in the northern hemisphere, indicating true north. So it don't move. It didn't move back in the day. It didn't move. So the North Star Polaris didn't move. So it was used for a navigational marker for people to travel on with stars. Hey, boo. It was used, and that's why it was used like that. It didn't move, so it was used as a fixed location to travel off of. So you start putting mounds and temples and stuff like that, fixed with the North Star, because you know that star don't move throughout history. The stars don't lie, and that's what happened. Let me see. Yay Tahi, got a question or comment? So no matter where you at on the earth, you can use that star to tell your location, right? Arcturus and Capella on the outside, North Star in the middle, like a street, like a road. You stay on under that star right over the top of your head, and you ride the two between those two stars. And no matter where you travel, you want to always be able to go back to your trading posts, like those places were used for ancient trading posts, like the Phoenicians or the Hebrew Phoenicians used Tyre or Sidon for a trading post. Um, they said the mounds in America were used as gathering places on the 33rd parallel. China, same thing. So it go along with that. They knew the North Star at that time wasn't gonna move, so they used it. Now, what's interesting is Sirius came into play, and they start calling. It gives you locations or directions. It gives you directions and location, both of them. Because if you go back Leo way, if you go Leo way, you go in the opposite direction. If you're going Polaris way, from America following Polaris, you're going east. Now from Africa, if you follow those same two outside stars and follow Leo, you're gonna come right back the same way. So you go Leo west, right? And we could have been coming from, ain't no telling. We could have been coming from the other way. Could have been coming from the Pacific way. You could be hitting California. You see what I'm saying? But going back east and west, but they knew different directions was Leo and Polaris. Yeah, it never moves, True Mouse. It never moves. It's like a guide star. You follow the guide star, you're gonna always end up where you came from. That's like if you put something on a tree in the woods, high up in the tree and you can see it, you follow that tree, you're gonna go right back to where you started. You ain't gonna get lost. Yeah, Pakistan, um, um, Sumerians got stuff on the 33rd parallel. It's a whole lot of stuff. Really, all the great things around the world is in it. It's between the 31st and the 34th, 35th. All of it. Yeah, it's in a lot of movies. They came up with compasses off of it, right? Compasses was created off of that star. Yeah, Memphis. Yep. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Memphis on the 33rd parallel. Jackson, Mississippi on the 33rd parallel. Well, Memphis is a little higher. You know what I'm saying? Roswell, New Mexico. Now, Roswell, New Mexico. What's Roswell, New Mexico known for? What's it known for? Yep, Birmingham. Birmingham like Tuscaloosa. Yep. Area 51. Ain't no aliens out there, bro. Ain't no aliens out there. Guess what's out there? Your people buried. It was out there. Ain't no aliens out there. That's to hide what's really out there. They give you the alien story to hide what's really out there. Yeah, Moundville. Moundville. Do what I want y'all to search. Do what I want y'all to research. I'm finna get out of here in a second. Do what I want y'all to research. The Bloom Mound. Bloom Mound, right? The Bloom Mound. Bloom. New Mexico. Bloom. Right on the 33rd parallel. It served as a middle point for trade. Early agriculture and trading culture. I know it. So Bloom Mounds, this the same bloodline that built Moundville and Vicksburg, Mississippi, and Watson Break and all that built Bloom Mound. They built Ottawa. It's going all the way across America. Because we use that set star and travel. So Bloom Mound, then you got Phoenix, right? You got Phoenix. You got Phoenix. You know you already know Arizona named after the tribe of Judah. Phoenix. Um, Now, yeah, Jackson, Mississippi on the 33rd parallel. Running right through downtown, right through the Coliseum. You know the Coliseum sits on something now. We don't know what it is. Now, I'm gonna end y'all with this to let y'all know I ain't playing. To let y'all know that this is our culture. Okay. Is the Grand Canyon off limits? Yes or no? Is the Grand Canyon off limits? Is it off limits? Yes. Grand Canyon off limits now. Right? Let me show y'all why it's off limits. See, they all go together. See, once you start putting the pieces together, you understand it now. The Forbidden Zone. It is a district from where the often 33rd degree. Forbidden Zone. Grand Canyon. It's on the 33rd. The part of the Grand Canyon that you cannot go in sits on the 33rd parallel. See that? Why? Same people. Halfway between. Same people. The Forbidden Zone in the Grand Canyon. See, they give you that alien story to throw you off. Your people buried out there. That's why they calling it Roswell and all that old Roswell shit. Get out of here. Then that same line run right to the Grand Canyon. Right through the Forbidden Zone in the Grand Canyon. Right through it. See, can we blow up a map and show you right quick? If I can find it. You go right through it. Now, look at these colleges that sit on the 33rd parallel. Right? South Carolina, Mississippi State, Samford, Texas Tech, Long Beach College. Right? It's mounds on these college campuses too now. It run right through the Grand Canyon, right up in here. 33rd parallel. Right through the Grand Canyon, right up through there. Now, let's take Mississippi State. Let's take Mississippi State. Let's just grab one of them. Let's go look right here real quick. Mississippi State. Okay. Let's go check and see something. Mississippi State College. Let me see. Several Native American mound sites in Mississippi. I'm looking for Mississippi State though. Let me see something. Any mounds on campus or close to the campus. The Bluff Prehistoric Mound Center campus itself does not feature a prominent MSU researchers heavily involved. Pocahontas Mound. But there's some campuses on there too. They go right along with the mounds too. They used to tell me about this stuff on the internet. They don't tell me no more. Why you got to keep keep what they say the first time. They switch a lot of this stuff, but a lot of college campuses sit on Indian mounds. I know Tougaloo in Jackson, Mississippi sits on there. Alabama, Crimson Tide sits on massive mounds. We all know Alabama College is on. That's on the 33rd parallel. Got to be. It's sitting right there, by Tuscaloosa. So the college campuses, mounds, all that stuff go together. It's a lot of stuff that's sitting on. It's sitting on a lot of old stuff. But I appreciate y'all, man. I just if you missed the first part of the live, y'all go to my YouTube. I talked about Arizona, with the lion and the Judah connection. Ariy is lion. It's Arizona. They got something to do with the tribe of Judah. It's the only place in the world named Arizona, but it got the name of the lion in the name. We just don't know what we listening to. You know what I'm saying? Talked about that. I talked about the Ashkenazi Jews and what they do with the old culture turning into the new culture and the things they do. Yeah, Arizona Wildcats. There you go. I talked about the biblical line. lived in caves and rocks. It got something to do with that too. Y'all go back and check that out, man. My YouTubers, we know the truth now too. 230,000 likes, man. Love y'all, and I'm in love with you. And I appreciate the cash out. And if y'all want any hoodies, hop in my DM. Today I'm sending back off the hoodies that came back from the snowstorm. Right? They sent them back. Matter of fact, I got packages over here now. Let me show y'all so y'all won't think I'm gonna get send these out today again. So we're gonna send these back out today. They sent them right back. They sent it right back. Look. Sent it right back to the house. Crazy. So we're gonna get these back shipped out today. Roll the corn. That's crazy, man. They sent all my packages back that I had sent in the last week. But it's all good. We're gonna get them back out. Love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Y'all want any hoodies, hit me in the DM so I can try to load them up with the rest of them I gotta send back out today. So you gotta get yours way faster. Cause I got to send out the one that came back this weekend. Hit me in the DM you want hoodies. Appreciate the cash up. I appreciate y'all going to the YouTube. Y'all go and follow my Facebook page because I'm gonna do some stuff on there too. I think I put the information up in my short story, man. Y'all do that for me. 235,000 likes, man. Appreciate it. Love you. Y'all have a good day. Galil at the gun. We know the truth now. Roll the corn.